a dress, and I'm going to do more if you don't leave me alone. Stop it!
Sophia, come on. Sophia, this isn't funny.
Some welcome home.
Well, that was nothing. This is only the beginning.
You mean if I stop by the jewelry store every day on the way home, you're going to keep touching me like that?
Sure.
That's bad.
Actually, I have a big surprise for you. Something you've been waiting for a long time. Something I've been waiting for, too.
What did you do, Eden?
No hints. You're too good of a detective. I just want you to put on your fancy clothes, and I'll take you there.
What makes you think I can just take the afternoon off?
Because you already took the afternoon off. I called the precinct.
Oh, she's got it planned down to the last detail, does she?
She also has a mind like a steel trap and a grip to match.
Ouch! Okay. What about the lobster?
Oh, well, I guess I'm just going to have to make a salad out of it.
Who's going to make it into a salad?
I will make it into a salad.
How do I know you're not planning to drive me off a cliff somewhere?
I will if you don't get dressed.
Are you in that big of a hurry?
Well, we're not in a mad rush. Why?
Well, then there's something I want to do first.
May I ask what it is?
No. No hints.
Can I guess?
My daughter.
Supposed to guard in the office to make sure that Courtney Capel doesn't get out of his sight. The Capel women have a tendency to disappear when cops show up.
Oh, am I hurting you?
Huh? Do I look like I'm hurting?
Your arm.
Oh, my arm. Good thing I got two of them, huh? That's all right.
Hey, what's wrong?
Keith, I was just leaving.
What's wrong? Was it in such a hurry, though? I mean, was it... Just something I said. I mean, was it a tie, or was it, something else?
Keith, if you have something to say to me, would you please say it to me? Because I'm tired of being ambushed.
Why did you have to rush off so quickly and so gracefully? I mean, we have so much to talk about.
No, you have so much to talk about, and you seem to do it endlessly.
Well, it's because we have so much in common. We have a shared history, shared friends, Cruz, Eden.
They are not your friends.
Well, I'd like to think that they're as fond of me as they are of you. I mean, I'm the only one that knows how close you and Cruz really were.
Eden knows about us.
Does she know what a passionate, all-consuming love affair it was? I mean, maybe I should tell her. That way you'll have the edge in the race to capture Cruz Castillo.
Look, I don't care about Cruz. If Eden is what he wants, that's just fine with me.
You know, that's an interesting line, Rita. Not convincing, but interesting.
Look, do me a favor. by virtue of all that we have in common and of our mutual friends. Just leave me alone.
Oh, I can't do that. I find myself irresistibly drawn to you. I gotta stay near you. I just won't leave you alone, darling, you know? Oh, excuse me.
Never in a million years. I can see that you're trying to ruin someone else's life at the moment. Well, that can just wait.
Is this conversation really necessary?
No, I've just got one simple question. Why aren't you in jail yet?
I know you did your bit to get me there. I must hate that it went for naught, huh?
No, it didn't. I understand Cruz has got lots and lots of incriminating evidence against you.
Oh, you mean those dear little love pills that you were so attached to? You gotta know that was a frame-up, darling.
No, I'm the one who was framed. You're guilty of sin. You're the one who kept me under the influence of those drugs. I'll remember that. Have another glass of water, Santana. Maybe you ought to take another one of those allergy pills.
Where?
They'll calm you down.
Are you sure you're straight now? Did the detox work? I mean, this fantasy you're spinning is nuts.
No, you
baby.
wanted to keep me on those drugs so you could use me and destroy my marriage. Well, it just so happened that it was Cruz's marriage, too. You know, I often wondered what I saw in you. I am so glad that it was those chemicals instead of me who found you attractive.
Chemicals don't whisper sweet nothings.
No, right now I'm whispering sweet revenge, darling. I'd love to see you stripped of everything that you have, the same way that I was.
Oh, you're gonna get it now, you know? Setting me up for your hubby. They're gonna put you in jail and throw away the key.
Oh, no, they won't. No, not once I prove that you were the one who drugged me. Then those hit-and-run charges are gonna be dropped. If anyone gets charged, it's gonna be you. I am gonna be so happy to see that what you've done to me is gonna send you away.
Wait a second. What is this?
I always heard that men instinctively shied away from the altar.
Why are we here? Is this the surprise?
I didn't want to give you a chance to think about it. I thought you might think I was being silly or childish.
That's the last thing I'm thinking. So, what?
A while ago, you asked me to marry you.
Not for the first time.
I know. And I said yes.
Also not for the first time.
And the other times it didn't happen.
There were reasons, right? I mean, things got in the way.
Yeah, there's reasons now. Your divorce isn't final in the eyes of the law, and everybody else. We're not allowed. We don't have the right. But I love you. Do you know how long we've waited? Living every day as if it were tomorrow.
Sit down. Please. Darling, I'm not living for tomorrow. I'm very happy with the way things are today. Are you telling me you're not?
No. No, I'm very happy. It's just that there comes a time, at least there has to be for me, when you take what's coming to you, regardless of what the law or anybody else thinks, whether they give you permission. You're here, and I'm here, and God is in his place. That's all we need.
To be married?
Yes. Don't think it's any less real without the documents or the music or the rice. I've never been more serious.
Darling, you know, I don't need to say vows to feel committed to you. I already feel committed to you.
I know. I think I need it. I mean, there's never come a time when we've stood before God and said, this is it. We swear from the bottom of our heart. Better or worse for always.
I mean, I haven't told you how I felt. I promised that I'd be there for you, haven't I?
Yes, you have. But let's be honest, it wasn't sacred. We've taken it back in moments of anger, or we've said it to other people when we didn't mean it completely. I think it's the one thing that you and I have been most guilty of.
Quite possibly.
There will come a time when we'll be here with our families and our friends, and we'll be able to say these vows. But it seems so far away, and I need it now. I've been feeling a lot lately like I'm losing you.
Oh, baby. That couldn't happen.
Then will you swear it to me? I've even got the rings.
Really?
They're in your pocket.
Oh.
So speak now or forever hold your peace. Will you marry me?
Yes, of course I will.
I can't believe what you did in my dress. I paid thousands of dollars for that already.
If I thought that was true, that you paid money for a dress that you're never even going to wear, I'd sue you for assault and battery. And you know as well as I do you started this with your sleazy little tricks.
I've only just begun, Sophia.
If you even consider disrupting my marriage, you're going to be a lot sorrier than you are now.
I don't give a damn about your marriage. I have my own wedding to worry about.
Oh, what wedding is that, Gina? Tell me about it. I haven't heard anything about it. No one else has.
It's going to be the talk of the town, darling. Just you wait. Meanwhile, this dress is ruined.
I'm not exactly consumed with curiosity, Gina, but I do have a perverse fascination about what kind of creature would tie up with you.
Well, you know something? I'd love to see the look on your face when I tell you. But I guess I'm just going to have to wait. And so will you. So why don't you run along now to your sweet, darling, unsuspecting husband-to-be? I'm sure he'd love to hear all about how you came in here and attacked me.
Really? I'm sure he'd like to hear about how you knocked me out.
Hey, it's not my fault. I was just acting in self-defense. I didn't put that piece of furniture under your head. But you certainly know how to start a cat fight, don't you, Sophia? You just get down there in the gutter and wallow.
It's because I had to follow you down in the muck, and I'll do it again. So if you value the rest of your wardrobe, stay out of my way.
Rick, I thought you and I had an understanding.
Just try to get a hold of you. Marissa said that...
Just tell me if it's true. Did you or did you not close down the casino after we had our little heart-to-heart about keeping it open?
Rick, it's been temporarily closed down.
Look, you know what I'm talking about. I mean permanently, as in dismantled, put up for sale.
Yes, I did.
Why?
I'm through with that fight. Too many people got hurt. I'm talking about Amy. I'm talking about Ted being in jail. It's not worth a heartache.
You know what you're saying? Then you're allowing her to claim my wife's life as some sort of lesson that we all had to learn before you and I realized that she was right.
She was disgraced by this whole casino business. No one's even going to look at it that way.
She could never lose what I've lost. And I know that. And I want her to lose a lot more. Look, Cece, please. You can't close down the place. Just take it off the market. Stop it now.
Can't, Rick. It's the only thing that's going to prevent trouble. You want more deaths? You want more people going to jail? Why don't you just face it? We've lost this particular battle.
Not we! You. I don't quit. Now, this is a war, Cece. And you can retreat. You can count your casualties. You can do whatever you want. But I'm staying in. And if you're not with me, then I assume you're against me.
Excuse me.
Miss Lane, did you forget something?
No, my car won't start. I need to make a phone call, have somebody come tow it. Can I use the phone?
Well, that happens to the best of us. I'll get you a phone.
Thank you. You know, it's just one of those days.
Sure.
Yeah, it's just one of those lazy, crazy, hazy
Oh,
days.
please,
Oh, come
leave
on,
me
chill out,
alone.
Victoria. Come on, you're damsel in distress. I'm amenable. I'll give you a lift home.
Thank you, but I can take care of myself.
Oh, no, I don't think you can. You need some assistance. Besides, I sort of feel I owe it to you, you know?
How's that?
Well, because I haven't been up front with you. I know things I haven't been saying. I've been secretive, and it kind of makes me mean, you know? Well, I'm not mean. Makes me sort of ironic. You know what irony is? When somebody knows something somebody else doesn't know he knows, you know? Come on, let me give you a lift home. I mean, I'll tell you the truth about why and how Katie died. I sense I have your attention. Why? Let me see. Because you're involved. I know the truth, darling. And I'd love to share it with you.
Why me?
That's what I want to talk to you about. Why you?
You're not making any sense.
I know that, but I will. Come on. Come on. Let me take you to your place and go to my place, have a heart-to-heart talk. I mean, you're really gonna love this story. You're gonna find it fascinating. It's a story you're not gonna want to miss. Because if you do, you'll be sorry.
I told you I didn't want you going over seeing that woman alone.
I know. I lost my temper, but it felt wonderful.
You really tore her dress to pieces?
I did. I really did. It kind of just came off in my hands. What I wanted was one clean shot to the jaw.
I don't know what she's up to anyway. Who's going to marry her in the first place? And why is she sending these bodybuilders and these cakes in our direction? That's what I'd like to know.
I don't know. And it really worries me. I'll tell you what I'm terrified of.
What?
I'm terrified she's going to show up at the wedding and pull some malicious, dirty trick.
Well, I wouldn't put it past her. So we won't let her show up. She won't be there.
We invited her because of Brandon.
I'll uninvite her. There's nothing more in life that I like to do is be rude to that woman. In fact, I'll take care of it right now.
No, wait.
What's the matter? What is it?
No, I hit my head. It's all right.
Yeah, who hit your head?
No, I fell, and I hit my head, and I have a headache.
Well, let
I'm
me call the
fine.
doctor.
Darling, I'm fine, really.
She touched one hair on your head.
Well, what she can do? Hold still while I ripped her dress off?
I'm going to put in into Gina right now.
Cece, stop it. No.
You just lay down and rest.
Cece,
I said lay down and rest.
Battles for me. See?
Yeah, I'm glad you decided to come up.
She was very beautiful.
Yeah, you know, she was, wasn't she? You know, I mean, she was really swimming in gymnastics that her heart was really into, but, you know, did I ever tell you what I wanted her to be? She was so young, and when she was just a kid, she wanted to study ballet.
Kate!
How could you do this? How could you? No, stay away. I mean it.
Look, you knew.
Just stay away.
Kate.
No, don't.
What am I supposed to do, ignore her?
What are you going to say to her that you haven't said 100 times before?
I don't know, but I gotta say something.
I'll go. Maybe she'll listen to me. Katie! Katie, you did this. Admit that you did this to hurt me.
Yeah, you know, that's the way she was about everything. Nobody could tell her that she couldn't achieve anything, that she couldn't do anything. I guess most people thought it was naive, you know? I thought it was hard spirit. And I guess she was naive, but that's what I liked about her. You know, I was like that myself once. Wonder what happened to me. Excuse me.
Hello?
Katie, you planned this. All of this. You wanted me to see you. You wouldn't listen to me. You kept up with the calls and the letters. I had to show you. Show me what? That you're better at seducing him? I had to show you that it has always been me from the start. But you wouldn't let up. You forced me to do this. No, he loves me, not you. Katie, you know that's not true. It is. It is true. And I'm never going to let you have him. Cruz is mine. Katie. He is mine. And no matter what you say or try to do, you won't be able to keep me from him. Did you hear what I said? You'll never have him. Not ever. See, one day you'll find out. One day you'll come here to this beach, and it'll be me in his arms. Forever.
Katie!
Oh, come on. She's a good swimmer.
Tori, the currents are really bad out there now.
She's just working out her frustrations. Leave her alone.
You know, I noticed you looking at this before. Huh? Pretty, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very nice.
You gonna ask me if it belonged to Katie?
Does it?
No, it's just evidence.
Of what?
You know, I'm not really quite sure. I found it near where her body lied when she died. It's a clue. Somebody might have seen her. It might have been somebody that knew her. On the other hand, it might have been there for days, weeks. Which one do you think it was?
Well, the odds are pretty good it didn't belong to anybody that we knew.
You know, Cruz is responsible for her death.
Guess Katie loved him?
That. But she was gonna meet somebody on the beach that day. It was Cruz.
Do you know that for a fact?
You?
No. And I don't know why you keep on bringing up such a painful subject.
All the subjects I know are painful, darling. You know any better ones? Come on, I got a subject for you. How about Cruz's search for the perfect mate?
I think you have to ask Cruz about that.
Wasn't Katie, was it? I mean, you know, perfect mate. No, I think you and I can both agree it certainly wasn't Eden. She's wrong for him, right?
It's not for me to know.
Who else, then? Cruz was never as comfortable with anyone else.
Why do you say that?
Just facts, ma'am. He never cared for Katie. I mean, he sort of just used her. She was a weird little interlude for him. He never cared about her until after you came along.
No, he never treated her coldly. He cared for her.
For about an hour. As long as it took for her to lose her virginity. What about Eden? Think she's the real thing?
Well, it certainly looks that way.
Ah, come on. You and I knew Cruz from way back when. Whatever happened to him? He wasn't such a goody-goody. I mean, was he straining every muscle to prove to CC that he's worth his eldest daughter's dowry, isn't he? I mean, how long is he gonna last on that golden leaf, especially after the answer to his prayers has come back? You.
Well, he certainly hasn't been pining for me.
You know, back when Cruz and I were still friendly.
Oh, that's hard to imagine.
He mentioned you more than once.
Yes, I'm sure he mentioned other people, too.
Oh, come on, accept it, dear. Everybody else can see the sparks. What do you think Eden's gnashing her teeth? He wants you. She knows it. You know.
Why are you doing this to me?
He got a hold on you. You want him back, don't you?
It's not true.
It's true. You covered up for him. About Katie's death. You're covering for him now. Admit it.
You break this door, you pay for it.
You're lucky I don't break your neck.
I'll call the cops. I'll call a lawyer. I'll get you for breaking and entering.
Just remember one thing. You go near Sophia again, you even look at her too hard. I'll have you arrested for any one of the numerous charges I haven't filed against you yet.
Haven't you got enough relatives in jail already, CC? You really want to add an ex-wife to the list? Go ahead. Go ahead. You'll find yourself in jail with them.
You know that wedding invitation that you got in a soft-headed moment that I allowed to be sent to you? It's revoked. You show up at the wedding, I'll throw you off the premises all by myself.
I think you'll change your mind about that, CC.
Don't even try me.
You'll be changing your mind about a lot of things over the next couple of days. Of course, I'm not a palm reader, but your lifeline and your love line, they're going to take an interest in you.
Because we have gone through many a trial to reach this moment, fought a lot of battles and endured a bit of pain, we claim the right to do this. Even when we stood by our beliefs. Over time, our respect for each other has grown. Our love has continued to deepen. And to the extent to which it is in our power to control, we intend to stay together for the rest of our lives. We ask your grace. Amen.
Amen.
Eden. Hi.
Hi.
I promise that I will always be where you are. I will comfort you and take your comfort. I'll protect you and be your companion. I will honor you always and be honored. so long as you choose to be with me.
I wonder if you know how much you've changed me. Only you, in my whole life, have never given me a reason to doubt you. You've kept every promise. You loved me when I felt most unworthy, or I acted that way. I never thought that such a thing was possible. Before you, I didn't care about my life. I was angry, and I was selfish. And I thought the good things like trust and love were some terrible lie that people made up so they'd have something to look forward to, even though they didn't exist. I think what I was waiting for was somebody like you to come around and show me I was wrong. And that's when I met you. You seemed too good to be true. I put you through every test. I showed you the worst sides of me, and still you were there. And you never ran. And when I did, you chased me down and you brought me back and you showed me the good things. Until one day I finally believed them. I promise that I will never lose faith in that again. I promise that I'll remember the good things because you showed them to me. And I promise to love you as long as I live. I want to have our children. And I want to try to make you happy. I hope I live a long life so I can make you as happy as you've made me.
Okay. I cruise, take you, Eden.
I take you, Cruz.
To be my wife.
To be my husband. I love you.
I love you too.
Where is he?
You may proceed, Reverend.
Oh, no.
Hi. Hello.
Are you all right?
Hi. Oh, hi. Yeah. I guess I was dreaming. Mm. You all right?
I've come to say goodbye. I've made plans to leave Santa Barbara.
What are you talking about? For good?
Yeah.
No. You can't. Why?
You know why, Sophia? It's just too hard.
Rick, you have us. You have me. I won't let you go.
I'm sorry.
But you promised me. You promised me you'd give me away at the wedding.
Please, don't hold me to that.
You bet I'm going to hold you to that. I'm going to hold you to anything that'll keep you here.
Come on, Sophia. For more than 25 years, you didn't even know I existed. Separation can't be that hard of a prospect.
Don't you try to tell me how much I need you. Or how much I love you. All that time that I didn't have you makes it more important that I have you here now. Please. Please, don't go. Just reconsider. Give yourself enough time to change your mind.
You have no idea what you're asking of me.
Yes, I do. I'm asking you to trust me that things will get better. Just until after the wedding.
Sophia, let's stop lying about it. I don't want to be there. And you know it. I don't want you to marry CC.
I love him. Always have, always will.
What is this thing with the absolutes now? You're just like him. I'm his son. I can't save you from yourself.
I know that. And you've had to face too much, much too much. But I'm going to tell you something. Running away is not going to help. It's not going to bring back Amy, and it's not going to change the way I feel about Cece. Please, stay. Stay just a little while for me.
I'll stay just through the wedding, but that's it.
That's all I ask. Thank you.
Got a minute?
Make it fast.
You know, I've been running around trying to figure out who's setting me up for those pills. I mean, Cruz must have needed some help, and I can't really blame it on poor, sad-faced Victoria.
If you're still blaming me, you're all wrong, Keith. Of course, if I knew how to do it, yes, I'd set you up. In fact, I'd do a much better job. I'd make sure that you were sent away for the rest of your life.
You better listen up. I got some new evidence. You know, I got a plaintiff who's ready to testify against you about your little shooting spree.
Shooting spree? I happened to shoot Gina in the leg. Now, a lot of people would love to give me the key to the city for that. Besides, those charges were dropped.
Because I felt sorry enough to drop the charges.
Oh, my heart is bleeding. You set yourself up the same way that you set me up. Now, if you get yours, you've got no one else to blame but yourself.
I never set you up.
You're a liar.
I never gave you those pills.
Angel said that he sold the pills to you. He swore it. He even signed right on the dotted line.
He said that?
Yeah. You remember Angel, Gina's good buddy.
Gina.
Wait a second. Doing this by the book.
Oh.
Except that I did forget the rice and the tin cans.
That's okay. I have a surprise for us tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Our honeymoon. Going to an undisclosed location.
Oh, I can see the marriage is going to be hell in a working guy's personal days.
Isn't that what they mean, to have and to hold?
No, this is what they mean to have and to hold.
Give me your gun. I want to shoot it and put it out of its misery.
Well, let me get it first, then we can kill it. Hello. Yes, Santana. What exactly did he say? Uh-huh. Where are you?
Cruz, I need to see you. It's about the earring. Meet me at the runway at 8.
Tori.
Okay, all right. No, I'll meet you there. Yeah. Bye. Look, I'm really sorry, darling.
That's okay, you have to go?
Things are heating up with Keith. He's starting to come unglued, and that's what I've been waiting for, so I'll be back as soon as I can.
Okay, be careful.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you, too. Okay.
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 Unsalvageable.
What do you mean? I mean, you must be able to do something.
Start over from scratch.
How long will that take?
2-3 weeks.
Wait, that's too late.
That's what it takes, ma'am. That and money.
And you call yourself a dressmaker?
You could buy something nice at a second-hand store.
Oh, sure. Something off the rack that somebody else has worn. I want a custom-made gown.
Well,
Hey, I'm not finished talking to you.
I'm sorry. I have an appointment at the Capwells to finish Mrs. Armante's dress.
Well, she can wait.
Oh, such a lovely woman. Such a lovely gown. So easy to fit and always cash on the barrelhead.
All right. Go ahead. Get your butt out of here. I'll find myself a dressmaker who can make a dress that'll stay together.
I'm so glad I asked for a deposit.
Get out of here. I'll be stuff every one of your little fingers on a needle. What's the big idea?
Shut up! The Angel's talked enough for both of us, hasn't he?
Angel? Angel talked to who?
Don't tell me you don't know the cruise.
I don't know what you're talking about. What did he say?
You gonna tell me you don't know?
No, Angel's my friend. He wouldn't say
He
anything.
said he sold the pills to me, not to you, to me.
Why would he say that?
Backstabbing cheap. I'm gonna brain you right now. Is that what you were cooking up, huh? When I caught you two between the sheets.
No. No. Listen, Keith, he was probably trying just to protect me. He thought he could blame you because they wouldn't be able to prove anything against
well, they
you.
can prove a lot against me now that they found the pills in my apartment. Who didn't set me up? You set me up.
Wait a minute. I was drunk that night. I was drunk. I couldn't have planted the pills.
That night. Could have been any night. And again, I wasn't following you around every minute of the time, was I?
Wait a minute. Keith, we were here. We were together, remember? It was special.
You have the good grace to bring that up, don't you? Yeah, it was special. It was a hangman's night for me, was that? Wasn't it rouse you, does it, huh?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We've been through a lot together, Keith. Just because you're getting paranoid doesn't mean you have to turn on me.
Keep on turning, because you're going to get me out of this, baby.
I will. Look, I'll do whatever I can to help you, but it won't do any good to blame me. Cruz is the one. He's the one who's after you.
And you drop me in his lap.
Hey, why don't you just wake up, sweetheart? Do you want to face a hit-and-run charge instead of this drug rap? Because all I have to do to protect myself from you is to go to Cruz and tell him you were in the car that night.
Keith is scared. He knows he has to find out who planted those drugs or his career is down the tubes.
What do you mean planted them? They were in his apartment.
Well, now you know why I haven't picked them up.
Cruz, you're not going to let him get away with this, are you?
No, I'm not, but I think somebody else was working on this with him. I got an anonymous tip where to look for the stuff. Now, concerned citizens don't generally sift through their neighbor's kitty litter.
You really think somebody is framing Keith?
That somebody was in on it, too, and double-crossed him. Which I wager he richly deserved.
Angel said that Keith bought the pills from him.
Santana Angel was saying to the highest bidder.
Which was who? Who else could be involved?
Gina, get out of here. An eye for an eye, Sophia. No! Oh! Get away from me! Stop it! Cruz? Stop it! No!
Whoever you are, call number 8 and get my guards up here.
That won't be necessary. I've already done what I came to do.
How dare you put a hand on my wife?
She's not your wife.
Listen, I want you to stop it because it's only going to make it worse for us.
That's right. Now you've already seen the wedding gown, or at least what's left of it. That'll bring you years and years of bad luck.
I already had my share with you. I'll buy her another dress. I'll buy her 50 dresses, but you will not ruin the wedding.
I won't have to, Cece. You'll do it for me.
It's Gina, isn't it? But I was right in the first place.
But which one had the starring role, and which one's the supporting player?
I'll bet Keith put her up to it. He didn't want to get his own hands dirty for fear of his precious career. I'll bet he never counted on Gina selling him out to save her own skin.
No, on the other hand, it might have been Gina's idea in the first place.
Why? What did she have to get out of it?
Brandon, remember? After proving you an unfit mother?
Yeah, you're right. I hope they both fry in hell.
This is all theoretical, of course. Gina's very slippery. After she took the covering for him, there was no way I could prove Keith was in the car with you the night Eden was hit.
Well, it sounds like she's already bailed out on him.
Yeah, it does. Which means the time is probably ripe to let them hang each other.
Cruz, let me help. I was their victim. I've got a right.
Yeah, they did go out of their way to break us up, didn't they? I guess it'd be poetic justice if we slammed the door on them together.
No, Cruz is not coming.
You took the note.
I didn't take it. It was at my house, addressed to my husband.
Husband?
That's right. You don't understand commitment, do you? Only competition.
Does Cruz know you're here?
He never saw your note, and he never will.
Just please do two things for me. First, take off those earrings.
What's the second?
Give Cruz a message for
No,
me.
Victoria. Both requests denied. I'm tired of your secrets, your insinuations, your obsession. You can suffer in silence from now on. You will no longer torment Cruz or me. The man is mine.
Here's a guy who's stealing the show. Tonight on E.T., meet leading ladies' man Robert Wagner. He's starring in a new romantic thriller with Audrey Hepburn. And that's not all. Find out why there'll be one more from the Heart to Heart gang. Watch Entertainment Tonight here at 7 on